This is Module 5, Lesson 9, titled Determining Perimeter and Area of Polygons on the Coordinate Plane. The goal of this lesson, I can find the perimeter and area of irregular shapes on the coordinate plane. As always, pause the video whenever you need to, and make sure that you take good notes throughout. We're going to start with example number 1. It tells us Jas G has made a scale drawing of a vegetable garden she plans to make in her backyard. She needs to determine the perimeter and area to know how much fencing and dirt to purchase. Determine the perimeter and area. We're going to start with something that we haven't done yet on this module. That would be the perimeter. If she wants to know how much fencing to put around this garden, that would represent the perimeter. The perimeter is the outside distance of a figure. Now, if we look at this figure, of course, it is an irregular shape. But if we look, all of the outside dimensions are horizontal and vertical, so that we can count the number of spaces between the endpoints to determine the line lengths of each of those. So over here, I'm going to put P for perimeter, and as we go, I'm going to list the different dimensions, and then when we're done, we're just going to add them up to get a total distance around it. Now, starting at AB, I count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like to label it 4 there, and then make the list as I go. BC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. CD, 1, 2, 3, 4. DE, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. FE, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And AF, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if we add those up, we should get 42 units. Now, those are going to be linear units. When we find perimeter, we don't count how many square units because we're measuring lines. It's like we can take all those lines and add them up and measure how long that line is. So we'll need 42 units of fencing to go around that garden. Now, the second thing we have to do is find the area. And this can be done like we have been with previous lessons. We can split that up into two different shapes and then find the area of those shapes and add them together, or we could draw a shape around it and subtract away parts. If I'm going to add two different shapes, I could do that and make rectangle A and rectangle B. I would use the equation A equals L times W for both of those. And then for A, I have dimensions of 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means that particular rectangle has 28 square units. Notice I'm using square units for area. And then B would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 by 8. And that gives us an area of 48 square units for that particular rectangle. And then to get the total area, I would add those together. I would take 28 plus 48 and get a total area of 76 square units. I could double check myself if I wanted to. I could count all the squares inside there. I should get 76 of them. Now, of course, we could do other methods. You have options of what methods you could do to solve this. We could draw a line like this, and you can find the area of the large rectangle and take away this particular small rectangle. Either way, you should get an area of 76 square units. and a perimeter of 42 units. She would need 42 units of fencing to go around the garden and 76 square units of dirt to fill the garden.